Okay, this is Taryn O'Banion's speech on Philip Seymour Hoffman. These are the witnesses, including me, whenever you are ready.
Okay. Philip Seymour Hoffman was a huge American director and actor that made a huge impact on acting throughout the 90s and continued until his death at the age of 46. After being a tremendous icon and being named the Best Actor Oscar in 2006, the next following years proved to be the toughest and finally led to his death in 2014. According to the biography of A&E Television Networks, published in 2014, Philip lived the everyday life of a celebrity. Being in the spotlight and the constant pressure proved to be too overwhelming and tested him every day of his life, and this is his story. From the beginning stages of his life to the heaviest years in his career, including drug use even until the last years, one thing remained the same: his love for acting. According to the biography of A&E Television Networks, published in 2014, Philip was born in 1967 in Rochester, New York. In his early years, he always was going to local theater productions, and at first he even had more of an interest in doing sports. But then his interest turned more towards acting. When he was 17 years old, he was accepted into the New York State Summer School of Arts. This was the beginning of his career. His first major role was in Scent of a Woman. He starred with actors such as Paul Newman, Bill Paxton, Chris O'Donnell, and others. In 1999, he received his first Tony Award nomination with John C. Reilly. This all led to the next steps, where life decisions would have to be made for good and for bad. According to the New York Times, published in 2010, Hoffman kept up his status as one of the most respected and hardest working actors in the new decade. He began sculpting his career and was on his way to becoming an even greater actor icon. One popular movie he starred in was Along Came Polly with Ben Stiller. Hoffman's performance in the movie Capote earned him the Best Actor Oscar award, as well as the Golden Globe. Throughout his years, especially his younger years, he battled his fight with drugs. It was an on and off addiction, and as his career had completely blown up and he was put in front of the spotlight, life hit him hard, and what seemed like all fun and games at the time turned into a serious addiction. According to the biography of A&E Television Networks, published in 2014, Hoffman continued to prove himself as a tremendous actor. He starred in The Death of a Salesman and also was able to get a part in the Hunger Games trilogies, where he starred with actors such as Jennifer Lawrence and Liam Hemsworth. According to USA Today, published in 2013, Hoffman had problems with drug use, including prescription pills and the use of heroin. In his last few years, he struggled with it the most and checked himself into a detox program on the East Coast. From USA Today, Philip Seymour Hoffman states in 2013 that a great group of people, friends, and family helped him seek treatment that he needed to get better. He was finally found dead on February 2, 2014, in his apartment. He was 46 years old. The cause of death was acute drug intoxication. His continued addiction and problems that faced him day to day seemed to overwhelm him and permanently change his life. The demon that he was facing started to slowly eat away at him and led to his death. Philip Seymour Hoffman was a very talented man that made a huge impact on all of his family, friends, fans, and co-workers. From the start of his life, he was a very gifted and talented person. The impact he made on the lives of everyone became tremendous. He made people laugh on a daily basis and impacted so many. He lived his everyday life through good and bad, and unfortunately, his life ended way too soon. Through all of the tears, all of the awards, and all of the time and effort, and even through the drug addiction he lived with, he still managed to make the lives of others so much better. From USA Today, published in 2013, he managed to stay sober for 23 years. When life problems came his way, he relapsed and struggled until the very end. His death was considered an accident and shocked all of those that knew him. Through his struggles, he managed to stay a great man and lived his dream. and that was pleasing people by what he did best, acting.
Just want to zoom in and show your board you made. And witnesses, 1, 2, 3. And me. The end.